Hi everyone, good evening guys. Welcome back to Unacademy NEET English channel. My name is Tina and I'm your biology educator. Yes, we are meeting after so many days. We are meeting after so many days because yes, we have started the preparation of NEET 2027. So the target batch for droppers as well as for class 12, all those who are preparing for NEET 2027 has begun and we are all busy and working, focusing on that. So because we understand that the pressure for NEET 2027 is much higher than the previous NEET exams because of the change in the pattern also. So we need to be NEET ready in every way possible. Good evening all of you. So good evening. Quickly like, subscribe and share the session with all your friends. And yes guys, this is the session about practicing the questions which we have discussed in the Phoenix batch or in our other batches, and I wanted to practice these questions with all of you. And also this is a very important information guys, from today onwards, so after today, like tonight, the prices are hiking, right? So now you will be getting the course. So this is the last day that you can take the plus course for 4,699 by using this code TR Live. And if you want to practice for CBT, which you should, you can get this for 4,999 extra. So yes, please let me know that you're all set for the practice. Quickly share the session with all your friends. Good evening. Good evening, Ji. So let's start with the first question. Are we all ready? So we are going to practice the simplest of all the questions and even the difficult questions. I am amazed. This year in NEET 2026, there are 8 questions from this one chapter. Imagine suddenly the whole importance of cell, the unit of life chapter has increased tremendously. Very unexpected, but 8 questions from this chapter. Can you imagine? All right, guys, let's start with the first question. So don't ignore the easiest thing as well. Okay. Now, yes, the concept that all cells arise from the pre-existing cells. Who gave this concept? I want you to answer in the chat quickly. Yes, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. Omnis cellula est cellulae. Who gave this theory? This was given by Rudolf Virchow, right? We have read that all. So I have already explained it in the class, guys, that yes, cell theory was proposed by Schwann and Schleiden, but it was modified by Rudolf Virchow, and he gave this idea that new cells arise from the pre-existing cells. Now, which organelle is responsible for the synthesis of lipids and steroid hormones in animal cells? Yes, guys, clear-cut NCERT line. Quickly, let me know the answer. Yes, guys. Which organelle is responsible for the synthesis of lipids and steroid hormones in the animal cells? Absolutely. So lipids and steroid hormones, this is associated with SER. This is associated with SER. So answer would be this. What about RER? RER is related to the synthesis of proteins. And what about Golgi bodies, guys? Golgi body, if you talk about Golgi body, NCERT is written, it is related to glycoprotein and glycolipid synthesis. Yes or no? Yes or no? And what about lysosomes? Lysosomes contain the hydrolytic enzymes. All right, guys. Moving on to the next, the primary site for ATP synthesis in eukaryotic cell. Yes, guys. So where is the primary site of ATP synthesis? Is it cytoplasm, mitochondrial matrix, inner mitochondrial membrane, or outer mitochondrial membrane? What is the answer here? What is the answer here? You are saying mitochondrial matrix. Are you sure? Should it be mitochondrial matrix or inner mitochondrial membrane? The primary site of ATP synthesis, guys. Yes, please. I want all of you quickly. So there is a war between B and C. So where is the primary site of ATP synthesis? Think again, guys. Think again. Think again. Majority of you is saying mitochondrial matrix, but the answer is inner mitochondrial membrane. That is, you know, that inner mitochondrial membrane. See, this is mitochondria. The inner mitochondrial membrane is highly folded to form these structures known as cristae. These folds of the inner mitochondrial membrane are known as cristae, and this is where the maximum ATP synthesis takes place. Remember, ETS, electron transport system, where oxidative phosphorylation occurs, right? And maximum ATP is produced during ETS, so answer would be this. In mitochondrial matrix, that is Krebs cycle, no doubt. So Krebs cycle gives rise to so many NADH and FADH2. So how does NADH and FADH going to produce energy? It is through this ETS. So answer would be C. So all those of you who have written the answer B, please make sure that you remember this, you write it in your mistakes wali copy so that you don't forget that, right? All right, Pawan, thank you. Next question, which of the following structure is absent in, which of the following structure is absent in the prokaryotic cell? Plasma membrane, ribosome, nucleolus, or cell wall? Which is the structure which is absent? Yes, guys, quickly, I want to see what you are marking. Yes. So, Jayashri, Pramod, Nostalgia, yes, Kamilini, maximum students know the answer. So the structure which is absent in prokaryotic cell is nucleolus, because nucleolus is present in the nucleus and it is related to rRNA synthesis. Site of rRNA synthesis. Yes or no? There can be one or more nucleolus if the cell is involved in protein synthesis, right? So this is present in nucleus, and nucleus is found in eukaryotes, while all these structures, all the other structures, they are common to both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Is this point clear to all? Right? Moving on to the next question. It says fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane was proposed by. Who proposed by? And there's an additional question. Give me the year also. Yes. What is the answer here? What is the answer here? Answer here is fluid mosaic model was proposed by, Singer and Nicholson. And what is the year? Very good, Kamilini. The year is 1972. The year is 1972. Excellent, guys. Moving on to the next. Which of the following is not a function of Golgi? Not a function of Golgi apparatus. Formation of lysosome, synthesis of polysaccharides, packaging of secretory products, या synthesis of proteins. What is the answer here? What is the answer? Quick. Answer should be B or answer should be D? Everyone. Synthesis of proteins. Are you sure? Because synthesis of proteins is a function of ribosomes, or it is RER, right? If we talk about Golgi bodies, they should be producing glycoproteins, not proteins, right? Moving on to the next, the main component of cell wall of fungi. Yes, what is the cell wall of fungi made up of? Guys, you have to clearly remember what is the composition of cell wall in different types of cells. Yes, please. So cell wall of fungi, guys, quickly, is made up of a polysaccharide known as chitin. And what is the monomer? This is a polysaccharide. Can anyone tell me the monomer of this polysaccharide? We have discussed that in the class, guys. We have discussed that already. Yes, please. So what is the monomer here? The monomer is NAG. We'll be discussing that again in the chapter of biomolecules. Answer is NAG. Yes. Now, which of the following organelles contain its own DNA and ribosomes? Which organelles will have its own? And the presence of these two components, DNA and ribosomes, is going to make it semi-autonomous. Yes, please. So which of these structures is semi-autonomous? The answer is mitochondria. Very good. Can you name the other structure? The other structure which has similar properties and is semi-autonomous other than mitochondria? Yes, please. What is the other structure? Absolutely, Richard. These are the prokaryotic. These both are prokaryotic in nature. Very good. They are both prokaryotic in nature. Excellent. We have discussed this. We've written this point already in class. What is the other structure? The other structure is chloroplast. Very good. The other structure is chloroplast. Chloroplast can also be the answer here if given in the options. Now, one student is saying, Sasha is saying mesosome. No, Sasha. Mesosome doesn't have its own DNA. Mesosome is a prokaryotic structure. The question would be for mesosome to be the answer. Which structure is analogous to mesosomes? Sorry, mitochondria. Analogous means same function. The structures which perform the same function, different origin, right? Different structure, but performing same function, they are called analogous. So, mitochondria is analogous to mesosome. So, answer is not mesosome here, analogous to mesosome. Mesosome is a prokaryotic structure performing the same function, that is ATP production, other than there are extra functions also done by mesosome. Prokaryotic, these are both eukaryotic features. These are both eukaryotic features. Now, moving on to the next question. Yes. So audio video normal? Eukaryotic features. Oh. Now, moving on to sufficient, Muskan. Please check your volume. The structure that helps in the formation of basal bodies of cilia and flagella is very interesting. So the question is, which structures help in the formation of basal bodies? So remember, we know that cilia and flagella, they will have both cilia and flagella. And when we say flagella, we are talking about the filament part. We are talking about the filament part, right? The filament part and the cilia, the hair-like structure, they have 9+2 arrangement, 9+2 array. But their basal bodies of both as well as centrioles. So the structure that helps in the formation of basal bodies. Yes, guys, what is the answer here? Answer is both A and C, kinetosome. Are you sure? Are you sure? Can you accept, or can be the answer of, can any other organelle accept mitochondria? No, Cosmic. Answer, no. For the previous question, the only answer is either mitochondria or this. So guys, yes, answer here is centriole. Answer here is centriole. So both centriole and basal bodies, they will have 9+0 array, right? So 9 microtubules on the periphery in the triplet nature, and 0 means no microtubule in the center. Rather, here in centriole and basal bodies, they have a proteinaceous hub. Is that clear? Now, moving on to the next. Which of the following is characteristic of plant cells? Characteristic of plant cells, but not in animal cells. Yes, please. Presence of mitochondria, presence of chloroplast, nucleus, or ribosomes. So which is present in plant cell but not found in animal cell? Very easy, very easy. Quickly let me know the answer. Answer will be B. Absolutely. Answer would be chloroplast. Chloroplasts are found only in plants. Now if there is a question, just reverse of it. The characteristic of animal cell but not in plant cell. What could be the answer here? Let's have another question. So found in animal cell but not in plant cell. What would be the answer? Again, NCERT line. Quickly let me know the answer. Answer would be exactly. Answer will be centrioles. So guys, these are some single choice answers, right? Direct questions. We'll be moving to assertion reason also. We are discussing match the following also, statement, multiple choice questions also. So stay till the end. We are going to practice all type of questions. And I have already shared a DPP also of extra questions of this chapter cell in my Telegram channel. Make sure that you follow it and you download it and you solve as many questions as you can, right? All right, guys. Now, the site of glycolysis, yes, please. So, glycolysis is the first step. It is the first step. So, where does glycolysis occur? Yes. So, the first step of a common step between aerobic and anaerobic respiration, guys. Wait, Yalam. So, the site for glycolysis is cytoplasm. So, student is asking for the explanation of this. Like we have discussed that already. So, basal bodies are formed by a structure which is similar to centriole. So answer is 9 plus 0 array. It is direct. Now, next question, which of the following is not a function of lysosomes? Let's say intracellular digestion, autolysis, synthesis of proteins, or removal of worn out organelles. Yes, please. Which is the function not performed by lysosomes? Quickly. So it's direct, it's very direct. So we understand the synthesis of proteins is done by ribosomes and then by RER. So it is not a function of lysosomes, while all other are functions of lysosomes. So this is a cell. So a food vacuole is generated. So food is ingested in, and this is the food vacuole, right? And then lysosomes containing digestive enzymes is going to fuse with it, right? And it will help in intracellular digestion. So this is true. Autolysis means when the cell is quite damaged, it is old, it is worn out, then instead of digesting the worn out part, this lysosome is going to burst and it is going to release the entire components of the lysosome. It is going to release all the digestive enzymes in the whole system, and the whole cell will be destroyed. That is called autolysis, and that is why we call lysosome as suicidal bags. That is why we call them as suicidal bags, right? And similarly, removal of worn out organelles also. So whichever organelle is damaged, let's say there is a vacuole which has to be destroyed, so it will fuse with that, right? So all other functions are performed by lysosomes except for the synthesis of proteins. This is done by either ribosomes or RER. Rather, both of them will come together to perform this. Powerhouse of the cell, easiest most question. Powerhouse of the cell is called so because, so we know the powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria, right? The powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria. It is so called because it stores energy as starch, it synthesizes ATP, it produces glucose, or it breaks down DNA. Obviously, powerhouses because of its production of ATP. Moving on to the next, which of the following is involved in the synthesis of rRNA? Just told you in the previous question. Which one is involved, guys? Which one is involved in the synthesis of rRNA? Ribosomal RNA. So the site of rRNA formation is nucleus, right? So ribosomal RNA. So basically this is where the subunits of ribosome are generated, right? So this is the place. Moving on to the next, the primary function of vacuole in the plant cells. Yes, they are asking for the primary function: protein synthesis, storage of water ions and metabolites, ATP production or lipid. So very easy question. Answer is vacuole. Answer is vacuole. Please let me know that all these points are clear to you, sir, till here. All the questions are clear to you till here. Yes, please. Everyone. And now moving on to the next, which of the following is not a part of endomembrane system? So guys, this question has been asked multiple times, that endomembrane system, the components of endomembrane system are, what are the components? So we have ER, Golgi bodies, we have lysosomes, and there are vacuoles. These are the four components. Which one is not? Answer is mitochondria. It is clearly written, mitochondria, peroxisomes, chloroplasts, they are not a part of endomembrane system. Now, why do these together form a system? Because their work is very coordinated with each other, right? They work in tandem. They work one after the other in synchrony, right? So because of the synchronization of their work, we bring them together under one system known as endomembrane system. Is this clear? Now, the structure that maintains the shape of the cell and helps in the intracellular transport. Yes. So it is giving shape as well as helping in the transport. This is done by. And one more function, it provides movement or motility also. All these are the functions of providing shape, movement and transport. This is the function of, quickly let me know the answer of 18, guys. Yes, cell wall. Check again, guys, shape of the cell. Not just shape, answer is intracellular transport also. This is done by cytoskeletal structures, right? The cytoskeletal structures, I've informed that you Okay, which of the following statements about ribosome is correct? It is asking which statement is correct. Yes, guys. They're present about ribosomes. So only in eukaryotes, they are membrane bound, consist of RNA and proteins, and they synthesize lipids. Yes, please. Quickly let me know the answer. Answer is everybody is sure. Answer is they consist of rRNA and proteins. So which RNA exactly? rRNA, right? So they are present only in prokaryotes. This is wrong. They are the common structures which are found in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes. As far as eukaryotes are concerned, they contain both 70S and 80S, right? And prokaryotes contain only 70S. They are membrane bound? No, they are membraneless. There is no membrane. They are membraneless. And they synthesize lipids. They are protein factories, not lipid factories. Is that clear to all? Right? Moving on to the next question. Function of the plasma membrane is to. What is the function of plasma membrane? To store the genetic material, synthesize proteins, regulate entry and exit, and produce ATP. Yes, guys. So what is the main function of plasma membrane? We all know, because the plasma membrane is selectively permeable, therefore it will regulate the molecules or the substances which can enter or can take exit, and not everybody will be allowed to enter or exit. So that is why it is selectively permeable. Which of the following, guys, now, so you have to tell me which of the following are the functions of cell membrane. So which of the following are the functions? So there will be more than one options which are correct. So which of the following are the functions of cell membrane? Protection, regulation of transport, energy production, or cell to cell recognition? Yes, guys. How many statements are correct? My question is how many statements are correct? How many? Question is not complete here. How many statements are correct and which are those? Quickly let me know. How many statements are correct? Yes, please. Does cell wall provide protection? Yes, it provides protection against the macromolecules and against the infectious agents. They cannot enter. Then regulation of transport, yes or no? Energy production, no. Cell to cell recognition, yes or no? How many statements are correct? A, B, D and D. Yes, it does regulate the transport also and helps in cell to cell recognition. So how many statements are correct? Answer is 3. Answer is 3. And which one are those? It is A, B and D. Clear to all? Now, select the organelles that contain DNA. Which are the organelles that contain DNA, guys? So you have to answer. So you have to give me the correct options. I am not giving you any option here. So you let me know which all organelles contain DNA. Mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi body and nucleus. Answer is very good. Answer is A, B and C. Answer is A, B and C. My Golgi body doesn't have. Right? Now, which of the following structures are found in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes? Yes, please. Which are found in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes? What is the answer here? What is the answer here? Yes, please. What is the answer to question number 23, guys? So, except for, which is found in both, except for nucleus, plasma membrane, ribosome, cell wall are present in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Absolutely, absolutely. So, some of you are saying A, B and not including D. Guys, you have to include D. This is in some cases though, but answer will be this, right? Which of the following are true about the nucleus? Which are true about the nucleus? It is a site of DNA replication, contains chromatin, present in all cells, surrounded by a double membrane. So which of the following are true statements? Yes, guys. Quickly let me know the answer. Quick, quick, quick. Everybody, A, B and D. You're saying A, B and D. What about C also? What about C? It is present in all cells. Will we not include this statement? Well, that depends. See, generally it is present in all cells. It is present in all cells generally, but because better option would be A, B and D. There are few exceptions though, so that is why we are not taking this as an answer. Answer would be A, B and D. Is that clear to all? Right. Moving on to the next. Which of the following organelles are involved in intracellular digestion? Quickly let me know the answer. Yes, please. Quickly let me know the answer. Yes, please, everybody. Yes, please. Yes, please. What is the correct answer here? What is the correct answer here? So which of the following organelles are involved in intracellular digestion, guys? Intracellular digestion. Which are involved in intracellular digestion? Answer is lysosomes, then peroxisomes. In some cases, I have told you, peroxisomes actually are microbodies. We have read just one line, one or two lines about microbodies, but this is the structure where, just a second, where detoxification occurs. All right, guys. Now, moving on to the next question here. Select the correct statements about the chloroplast. So they contain their own DNA, they are present in all plant cells, they are involved in photosynthesis, they have a double membrane. How? Select the correct statements. Yes, please. So how many statements are correct here? How many statements are correct here? Hi, Mahi. Yes, please. How many statements are correct here? Somebody is saying A, B, C, D. Somebody is saying A, C, D. Somebody is saying, Pawan is saying just C. What happened? Answer is A, B, C, D. All the statements are correct, isn't it? They have their own DNA, we've read. Semi-autonomous, present in all cells. This is true. Involved in photosynthesis because of chlorophyll and a double membrane structure. Yes. Moving on to the next, which of the following components are of the cytoskeleton? We have seen one question regarding the functions. Now, what are the components of the cytoskeleton, guys? There are three components given in NCERT. What are the three components? Let me know the answer quickly. Okay, hi Mohan. Yes, guys. What is the correct answer? Which are the three components? Microfilaments, microtubules, and intermediate filaments. Is that clear to all? Next, which of the following are the functions of ER? What are the functions of ER? Yes, please. Which are the functions of ER? Answer is already written here. Sorry, except for ATP synthesis, because this is the function of mitochondria. All these are the functions. Answer is A, B, and C. Right. Moving on to the next. How many statements are correct? Now, watch these statements. Look at them very carefully. Read them carefully and let me know the answer. How many? So you miss one statement and the whole question is gone. I remember my time when we used to give PMT exams, and it was AFMC exam, Armed Force Medical College. There was a separate exam. Whole paper was full of such questions. Disaster, right? Now, all cells have a plasma membrane. All cells have a nucleus. All cells have ribosomes, and all cells have mitochondria. Yes, please. How many statements are correct here? Only 3, all 4. And also let me know the answer, like the correct options here. Most of you are saying only 2. Some of you are saying C. No one is saying all the 4. Really? Not all the 4? Are you sure? Guys, in such questions, all the cells have nucleus. So we will not take it as a true statement. So this will be because all cells have nucleus, fine. All cells have nucleus, that is a wrong statement because we do have exceptions. So answer would be only 3. Which ones? 1, 3 and 4. All cells will have mitochondria, but in that case then we can't take this 4th option also as correct. We can't take it. Answer should be all the 4 here, because we will have to consider the statement here, because otherwise the statement won't be right. Okay, so all cells, generally cells do have mitochondria, right? There is just one exception that we know about, which is RBC. So we'll take all the statements correct in this case. Now prokaryotic cells lack membrane bound organelle. Eukaryotic cells always have a cell wall. Mitochondria present, present in all the eukaryotic cells, and ribosomes in prokaryotes are 70S. Please let me know the answer. Quick. So what is the answer here? Prokaryotes lack plasma membrane. Is that, sorry, they lack membrane bound organelles? This is true. They always have a cell wall? No. Mitochondria present in all eukaryotic cells? Generally yes, right? And then ribosomes in prokaryotes are 70S. This is true. What is the answer? Answer would be 3. Answer would be 3. Now the Golgi apparatus is involved in packaging of proteins. Lysosomes formed from the Golgi apparatus. SCR is the main site of protein synthesis. This is studded means attached with ribosomes. Quickly let me know the answer. 31. Thank you, Mohan. All the very best for your future, and thank you. All right, the correct answer would be C. Yes. Which is a wrong statement here? That smooth SER is the main site of protein synthesis. That is wrong. It should be lipid. Rest all the statements are true. Answer will be only 3. Next question. How many statements are correct? Chromatin is composed of DNA plus proteins. Nucleolus is a site of rRNA. Then nuclear envelope is a single membrane. Chromosomes are visible only during the cell division. Yes, guys, let me know the answer here. We have already started with cell cycle and division, and you know certain points that are not given in the chapter of cell, but we have read that in mitosis. Yes, guys, what is the answer? You are saying C, only 3. So chromatin is composed of DNA and proteins. Which proteins? Histone proteins, right? This is true. Nucleolus rRNA synthesis, true. This is a single membrane? No, it is a double membrane structure. They are visible only during the cell division? Yes, because till the cell enters the mitotic phase, until then, the chromosomes are not visible. Rather, the genetic material is in the form of fibrous thread-like structures called chromatin. So, how many statements are correct? Answer is only 3. Now, how many statements are correct? Cilia and flagella contain 9+2 array. There is just one statement given here. So, I think this is an incomplete question. Let's skip it. How many statements are correct? The cell wall of bacteria contains peptidoglycan, of fungi contains chitin, of plants contains cellulose. All prokaryotes have cell wall. Yes, guys. What is the correct answer here? What is the correct answer here? The cell wall. What is the correct answer here? Answer would be C. Yes, answer would be C. Clear? Now, moving on to the plasma membrane is selectively permeable. We've just done this question. It is rigid and non-flexible, contains proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, and absent in prokaryotic cell. Yes, please. Which of the statements are correct? Which of the statements are correct, guys? Answer is question number 35. Quickly. One and three. Answer is B. Answer is B. Yes. It is selectively permeable. It is not rigid. It is rather flexible, right? The quasi-fluid nature. Then it is composed of these three components. Absent? No. Plasma membrane is present in both. In fact, all the living cells will have plasma membrane without exception. And the structure of plasma membrane is quite similar in both ribosomes, so in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Clear? Now, moving on to the next. Mitochondria are the site of aerobic respiration. Okay. Mitochondria are absent in anaerobic eukaryotes. Mitochondria have a single membrane. They contain their own ribosomes. Which statements are correct? Yes, guys. Which statements are correct? Quickly let me know the answer. For 36, answer is B. Absolutely. This is true and this is true. They have their own ribosomes of 70S type, not single, rather double membrane. It is absent in anaerobic eukaryotes. That is wrong. Okay, they do have mitochondria but doesn't participate. So answer should be 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Clear? Now, lysosomes contain hydrolytic enzymes formed in the nucleus, help in autolysis. They are membrane bound. Yes, please. What is the answer here? What is the answer here? Question number 37. Absolutely. Answer is B. So, this is true. They are not formed in nucleus. Rather, Golgi bodies form the lysosomes. True. That is why we call them suicidal bags and they have single membrane. So, answer should be 1, 3 and 4. Great. Next question is about chloroplasts. They are present in all the plant cells, contain chlorophyll, involved in photosynthesis, have a single membrane. So you have to tell me which are the correct statements. Yes, please. What is the answer? What is the answer, guys? Quick, quick, quick. What is the answer? Question number 38. Answer would be B. Now, why chloroplast is not present? Because we know that in some cells, chloroplast can get modified into chromoplast during the ripening of the fruits also and the vegetables, right? So we can't say they're present in all. So this is also wrong. It has a double membrane structure. These two are the correct statements. Now, which are correct? The nucleus is a control center of the cell. Is that clear? Or is that true? Nucleus is present in all the cells. The nucleus contains a chromatin and nucleus is surrounded by a single membrane. Quickly, let me know the answer. Yes, please. What is the answer? Answer will be B. Answer will be B. So we can't say it is present in all the cells. This is wrong. So according to this, there is another question that we have discussed here. Wait. So eukaryote, this mitochondria present in all cells. According to this should also be a wrong statement, guys. Answer should be only 2. Only 2 statements are correct because, yeah, right? And then similarly, all cells will have mitochondria. This is also wrong. All will have nucleus. This is wrong. We'll take only these 2 as a correct statement. So answer would be this and not this. Okay. So all will just change the entire thing. Yes. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Which statements are correct? Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. Ribosomes are membrane bound. They are present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes and they are made up of RNA and proteins. Yes, please. Which statements are correct? Which statements are correct? Quickly let me know the answer. What have you marked? RBC doesn't have ribosomes. RBC has nothing. RBC is just a bag of hemoglobin. It has no organelle left after it is matured. Which question are you talking about? Question 29. I'll check it. Yes, please. What is the answer here? Answer is B. So yes, it is protein factory, membrane bound. No, they are membrane-less. Both, yes. And made up of this. This is also right. Answer will be 1, 3, and 4. So moving on to the next question. Assertion-reason, guys. Mitochondria is the powerhouse. It synthesizes ATP through oxidative phosphorylation. Both the statements are true. Just put a because here and see if it makes sense. So mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell because it synthesizes ATP. Answer is right and it explains the assertion. Option would be A. How many of you agree with it? Right? Right. So prokaryotic cells do not have a nucleus. Prokaryotic cells do not have a nucleus. Prokaryotic cells lack a membrane-bound organelles. Yes, guys. Are both the statements true and do they explain each other or not? Please let me know the answer. What is the answer here? Some of you are saying A. How A? Think again. How will it be A? This is also a fact. They don't have nucleus. This is also a fact. But if you write down because, if you put because in between the two statements, does it make any sense? So guys, it's a very simple trick. Whenever both the statements are true, in order to identify whether it's option A or B, that means whether it explains the assertion or not, the simple trick is put the word because in between the two statements. This is applied when both the statements are true. Put because and read it again, whether it makes sense or not. Now, this doesn't make any sense that they do not have nucleus because they lack all membrane bound. No, both the statements are just quoting the facts. They're not explaining, right? So, answer would be B. Moving on to the next, the plasma membrane is selectively permeable. It is made up of single layer of lipids. Apply and see. So first statement, selectively permeable, this is true. It is made up of single layer of lipids. It is a bilipid layer. So in such case, we have no doubt that answer is C. The only doubt is when both the statements are true. Now, another practice, see, lysosomes are involved in intracellular digestion and lysosomes contain hydrolytic enzymes. Are the both statements true? Yes, this is true, this is true. Now, let's put a word because here. Now read again and let me know the correct answer. Is it A or B? Is it A or B? Exactly, answer is A. So lysosomes are involved in intracellular digestion because they contain hydrolytic enzymes. Clear to all? Answer would be A. So ribosomes are not considered true organelles. They are not membrane bound. Yes, please. They are not considered true organelles and they are not membrane bound. Please let me know the answer here. What is the answer here? Ribosomes are not considered true organelles. Is that so? And is the option, is this the answer? Like reason? Yes, guys. What is the answer here? Quickly. Is that true? Well, that is true. Ribosomes are not considered true organelles because they are not membrane bound. Answer is A. It is not C, it is not D, it is A. Because they lack a bilipid layer, right? Now, moving on to the next. Chloroplasts are present in all plant cells and they are essential for photosynthesis. Yes, please. So chloroplasts are present in all plant cells, almost all. And here, because, why do they have? Because they are essential for photosynthesis. Answer would be this. Answer would be this. Is that clear to all? Is that clear to all? So guys, this was the practice session for the chapter Cell, the Unit of Life, which we have completed already, and we have started with cell division, cell cycle and cell division. And The Phoenix Bash Target 2027 has already begun. So make sure that you join that quickly. And today is the last day because tomorrow on the prices are hiking. Use this code so that you can get it at a lower price. And don't forget to join CBT for your CBT preparation, because NEET 2027 is not just going to check your NEET knowledge, it is going to check how adaptable you are for the new system. So yes, that is it guys for the today's session, and I'll see you again in another practice session after I'm done with the chapter cell cycle and division. So make sure that you join me in the plus classes so that we can study in a very focused way. And let me know in the comment section what are your plans for NEET 2027? How are you preparing, and what are the challenges you're facing? I've also given a proper timetable for all the students who are going for school and trying to manage NEET alongside, and those who are not going to the school, like dummy admissions and the dropper sessions, how they should do your how should you plan your day so that we can get the best out of it, and along with having some rest. All right guys, thank you so much. I'll see you again. Till then, tada.